Now John's disciples came to him and told him everything that had been going on. So John called two of them and he said, I want you two guys to go to Jesus and ask him, are you the one we've always been hoping for? Or should we continue to wait for someone else? So these two messengers go to Jesus and they say, John has sent us to ask you this question. Are you the one we've always been hoping for? Or should we wait for someone else? Now, while those messengers were there, Jesus is curing people of diseases, of all kinds of sicknesses. He's casting evil spirits out of these people. He's giving sight to those who were blind. So he turned to these disciples of John and he said, you go and tell John everything you have seen and heard. You tell him the blind receive their sight, the lame can walk, those with leprosy have their skin healed, the deaf can hear, the dead are raised, and tell him that the poor have the good news preached to them. Blessed is the person who doesn't trip and fall just on account of me. So the messengers went away, and then Jesus turned to the crowd and he said, what did you go out in the desert to see anyway when you went to see John? Did you go to see a blade of grass that was blown this way by the winds of public opinion and now that way? No. Did you go out in the desert to see a man dressed in nice clothing? No, because you know, people wear nice clothing and indulge in luxury. They're not in the desert, they're in palaces. So what did you go out to see? Was it a prophet? Yeah, it was a prophet, wasn't it? And more than a prophet, because this is the one that it was written about. When the scriptures say, I send my messenger ahead of you, he will prepare the pathway for you. I tell you, there's not been anyone born of women greater than John. But even so, the one who's least in the kingdom of God is greater than that. Now, you've got to understand that the normal people, even tax collectors, when they heard Jesus' words, they accepted God's will for them because they had been baptized by John. But the Pharisees, the interpreters of the law, these folks, they did not accept God's purpose for them because they had not been baptized by John. So Jesus said to the people, what are you like? I mean, what could I compare you to? I'm going to compare you to children who sit in a marketplace. And some of the children call out to the others and they say, we played the pipe for you and you would not dance. And the others call back, and we sang a funeral dirge and you would not cry. Because here comes John. He's neither eating bread nor drinking wine. And you say, he has a demon. And then here comes the Son of Man. He's eating, he's drinking, and you say, oh, he's a glutton and a drunkard. He's a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is proved right by all her children. And that's one small part of God's big story.